At Grenfell, these drawings could have prevented a tragedy. Plans of the tower that include the flammable cladding. But the council's building control officer who saw them didn't even know the dangers of the plastic material polyethylene.
Did you have any understanding of what polyethylene was?
No.
No?
No.
Therefore, you didn't understand that it was a plastic?
No.
Does that tell us that you knew nothing of the fire performance of the polyethylene core of these ACM panels being proposed for the building?
No.
The cladding used on the tower has been compared to petrol, but the inquiry heard John Hoban relied on someone else to check it was safe.
Can I just understand this? As a building control officer, your job was to ensure that the statutory requirements of the building regulations were complied with.
Yes.
And in the discharge of your responsibilities and functions in that role, are you telling us that you thought it was appropriate to rely on the presence of a fire engineer in the project?
No. As I say, I just didn't pick it up. It doesn't register.
Okay.
Don't be a flaming liability. The heading of a safety document shared between building control officers 3 years before the fire, stressing the importance of their role.
It frequently falls to the last link in the chain, the building control surveyor, to spot the problem. And again, were you aware you were the last link in the chain?
Yes, I would say that.
During the work, he failed to check there were proper fire stopping barriers on the tower.
I'm bound to put it to you, Mr. Hoban, that failure fell below the standards of a reasonably competent building control inspector. Do you accept that?
As I say, in hindsight, yes, but I didn't see it as an issue at the time.
Mr. Hoban repeated to the inquiry that his building control department was overworked because of austerity cuts at Kensington and Chelsea.
I did say on a number of occasions in the office that we needed more staff. I felt that we were under-resourced.
His evidence ended with a message to the survivors and bereaved.
I am truly heartbroken about what happened that night, particularly for those who lost their lives. You know, the children, the brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, fathers, mothers. I just want to say I'm truly heartbroken for them. Thank you.
The hearing continues on Monday. Rags Martel, ITV News at the Grenfell Inquiry.